So the Honor 20 versus the Honor 10. So the Honor 10 stood out from the crowd in 2018, delivering near flagship specs and a strikingly good look at a truly mid-range price. Now the Honor 20 is here alongside the Honor 20 Pro to try and repeat the trick. Now, I guess Honor, I didn't have much time to look deeper into this, but I guess Honor is a new phone company, smartphone-wise, that came out or has been around for a while. I haven't heard of it. I've heard of OnePlus. I haven't heard of Honor, but it could have come out at like the worst time. But let's see. But does it succeed? You'll have to wait for our full review on the final verdict on that, but for a rundown of how it differs from its predecessor, read on. And this is by TechRadar, so obviously, if you want to see the full review, head on over to TechRadar for that. Link will be in the show notes. So they compared the two phones across all the key categories, including design, display, camera, and more. So you can see how much of an upgrade the Honor 20 really is. So we're looking at photos right now. So if you're listening to the audio version, hop on over to youtube.com/technewsgadget to take a look at it. But I gotta say, this looks really nice. Crisp, clean, mid-range system. The Honor 20 has a far more modern design than the Honor 10, though it's worth noting that at launch just a year ago, the Honor 10's design was considered very current. The new phone has an almost all-screen front with just a small bezel below the display and a punch hole camera in the top left corner, while the Honor 10 has a slightly larger bezel bottom as it's used to house a fingerprint scanner, whereas the Honor 20 puts its scanner on the side. The Honor 10's front-facing camera, meanwhile, sits in a notch at the top. Here's the back of it. Man, striking blue shade. I like the back of this phone. From the back, there's less difference as both phones sport striking reflective glass rears, but while the Honor 10 has a horizontally arranged dual-lens camera, the Honor 20 has a vertically stacked quad-lens setup. So, display-wise, the Honor 20 screen is larger but no sharper than the Honor 10's, coming in at 6.26 inches with a resolution of 1080 by 2340 and a pixel density of 412 pixels per inch, while the Honor 10 is, 5.84 with a resolution of 1080 by 2280 and a pixel density of 432. So, on paper, the size is the main difference, and even with its smaller bezels, the Honor 20 is a larger phone in the hand. Better, worse, let you know how good quality the display is once they've put it through a full review. So far, it's bright, clear, and vibrant. Now, camera and battery-wise, the camera on the 20 looks set to be one of the biggest improvements on its predecessor, as you get a quad-lens rear snapper rather than a dual-lens one. The Honor 20 has a 48-megapixel main lens, 16-megapixel wide-angle lens, a 2-megapixel depth sensor, and a 2-megapixel macro lens. The Honor 10 just has a 16 color lens and a 24-megapixel black and white one. On top of fewer lenses, the focus is different. The Honor 10 tends to combine images taken with its two sensors for a more single, detailed photo, while the Honor 20 has different lenses for different types of shots. So it's worth noting that both phones have various AI-powered shooting modes, but it's likely here too that the Honor 20 will offer improvements. On the front, the Honor 20 has a 32-megapixel camera, while the Honor 10 has a 24 one. So again, it's an upgrade. As for battery, the Honor 20 has a, 3750 megaamp one, which the company claims offers all-day battery life. The Honor 10 is slightly smaller at 3400, but so not really much of a difference in battery life. And in terms of power, unsurprisingly, you get more power from the Honor 20. It has an octa-core Kirin 980 chipset and 6 gigs of RAM, so it should be able to compete with flagships in terms of performance. And as for price, the Honor 20 costs $510 US. So note that the Honor 20 will not be coming to the US